Hello everyone, Ryan here. Sitting in my car again. I guess this is technically car vlog number 2. If you didn't see the first one, I'll provide a link to where you can see it. I was surprised that a good amount of people actually watched the first one. So I figured I could try doing another one. Today, as I record this, it's Thursday evening, and usually on Thursdays, a local radio station, rock station. Well, really, there's only one rock station here in El Paso, Texas. 95.5, also known as KLAQ. I want to say on Mondays and Thursdays they play a lot of Metallica like after 10 p.m. So, and of course, Metallica is my all-time favorite band. If you didn't know that already, I believe I mentioned it in several other videos of mine, but yeah, Metallica is my all-time favorite band. There's a band that got me interested in rock music, but also the band that got me interested in, that inspired me to become serious about picking up the guitar and becoming dedicated to music. So, yeah, even though I play in a band, I've mentioned them before. Revolt. Revolt is the name of the band that I play guitar in. And yeah, I don't know, I guess one thing I want to talk about was just following your passions. All of us have our own passions in life. Granted, I know there are some people who don't believe they do. But I don't really tend to believe that. I mean, whether, your passion is music or art, writing, writing novels or poetry, or acting or creating movies, or maybe, your passion is something else, like just, being a really kick-ass realtor, or a really, really awesome nurse, doctor, whatever it is. I'd say, if you're not currently following your passion, then I highly encourage you to do so. Do whatever you have to do in order to follow your passion. Obviously, I'm not saying, don't take care of your responsibilities, because obviously we all got to do that. But otherwise, don't wait around for certain things to pan out. I mean, or don't wait around until until you have a certain amount of money and then start following your passion. I say, just do it. It doesn't matter if, like for me, when I pretty much had to teach myself how to play guitar, because my family couldn't afford to pay for lessons for me. And yeah, by the time I got to high school, I took a guitar class. But it was really a lot of fundamental kind of stuff, and by that point, I was already familiar with the basics of guitar. So pretty much, throughout my teenage years, I taught myself guitar. I was able to convince my dad to, get me my first electric guitar, and then with that, some instructional materials, and I pretty much throughout my teenage years, I locked myself in my room, and I just practiced and practiced and practiced and practiced and practiced. Practiced until my fingers were numb. And then I would take short breaks and then go right back to practicing. And eventually I got used to it. My fingers got used to it, my hands, and I, just got used to it. And yeah, I could have waited. I could have put it off, I mean, I don't know where I'd be today if I had never even bothered to pick up the guitar. Because honestly, it's helped me out so much throughout my life. Not only is, because for me, I don't think of it as a job or like a hobby. It's a passion, and it's also very therapeutic. I mean, I consider it to be pretty therapeutic. Whenever I'm feeling down or feeling frustrated, I pick up my guitar and I just wail. I just, play it, with no real goal in mind. I just play it just to play it. And it really helps me out. And it's always been that way for me with guitar. When playing my guitar, I mean, maybe some part of me wishes that I did have some kind of particular goal every time I pick up the guitar, but yeah, ultimately, no, it's just, because it's not something that I like to force myself to do. And really, I've never really had to force myself to do it, except for when, playing with bands and, you got to learn certain songs and in a certain amount of time, and that gets frustrating, well, in my opinion. Obviously, not according to every musician, but for me. But yeah, I mean, ultimately, I just wanted to get across the message of, follow your passion. Life is too short. None of us are guaranteed a certain amount of time on this planet. Even though we like to believe that we are guaranteed a certain amount of time, really we're not. So yeah, just, don't waste time, being stuck in a job that you truly hate. Or even that, I mean, if you're, granted, I know each of us has our own circumstances and gotta provide for our families, pay bills and all that. But at the same time, I would say if that's the case, yeah, just because, you're doing something that you hate, it doesn't mean that you can't follow your passion. If anything, you can use, the job that you hate to help I guess fund your passion. Yeah. I mean, that's the way I see it. I don't know. Obviously, I know not everyone is going to agree with me on that, but yeah, just just follow your passion, I mean, I don't know how else to say it, because yeah, I mean, you never know where it's going to lead you. It doesn't have to, one thing I was thinking about too was the fact that so many of us, we think that like our passion is only valid if it can make us famous or wealthy, or and of course that's not really the case. Don't go into something thinking, don't in other words, don't do something solely for the money or solely to acquire a certain amount of fame. Don't do that, because if those are the reasons for why you're doing something, then you shouldn't be doing it to begin with. That's the way I feel. That's the way I've always felt. Because otherwise, yeah, it's just going to be, you're just going to end up making yourself miserable, and you don't want that. So, yeah. So yeah, with that, I'm going to go ahead and end this. Follow your passion. Follow your passion. Just do it. Just do it. You got to do it. Eventually, you do got to do it. So just do it. Follow your passion. That's it. Thanks for watching. Till next time, keep it real. Keep on rocking. And peace. Yeah, it's pretty dark.